she good, she don't need Jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the best to say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to duck the LMPD. Go and get your self-esteem. And she trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto-Biz, what this pink stuff is. Gonna tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't felt me. I've been moving, I've been shaking, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I hold it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly, they been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag. We're going to get in the bag, I'm about to get in it. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Cincinnati Bengals. To return it, Darius Phillips. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
On the return, the Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Burrow now off the bootleg. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
He'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And a 1st down, Chiefs.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Edwards-Helaire, the ball carrier.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Mahomes. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 23.
It's a gain of 20.
A good pick up there of 20 yards. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Travis Kelsey.
Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Brings up 3rd down.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll run. It's Lindsey. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Phillip Lindsey. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 34-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
First down. Here's Burrow. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Clyde Edwards.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals' 20-yard line.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
Mahomes now on first down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And the Chiefs are going to have a first and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. They'll run with Lindsey. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now.
A pickup of 2. Brings up second and goal.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Chiefs 7, Bengals nothing.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. Second and goal. One more time with Lindsey. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Phillip Lindsey with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
The score.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Bengals take over first and 10.
The Bengals drive about to get going. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Here's Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could have...
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off around the 41. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
On first and 10, it's Lindsey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. DJ Reader there on the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
At the 32-yard line.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. There's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Yeah, the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets them down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Philip Lindsey on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Chiefs 21, Bengals nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41.
On the carry.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 36. That one goes for 24 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The tackle made there by Dayon Buchanan. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack on 1st down, Mahomes. It's caught inside the 25.
Ooh, Lord,
and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Touchdown, Kansas
Tyreek
City.
Hill His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Bengals drive about to get going. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
7-yard line.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Under 10, easy. Yellow.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
1st down, Kansas City.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Good. The Bengals take over 1st and 10.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Check that. Easy. Mike 91. Hey, check. 91 is the mic. You. Where you at? Who's that? Is that yours? Who's that? Hey, Ripple is.
They go play fake. Mahomes. He's going to let it go again. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. He'll find Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Here's the Chiefs punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And, Charles, the good news, they got the stop defensively. The bad news, this is a huge hole that they're in right now. How do they start to dig out of it?
That's a great question because we're not even going to talk about how do they win it, right? We want to see how they can kind of claw back and at least make themselves feel better about the game because this one is likely out of reach, but maybe one possession at a time. Try and play a little bit better and have some respect when you come out of the game.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Mixon with a first down carry. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's 3rd.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here's Hill on the return. That'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
1st and 10.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
At the 40.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And a first down, Chiefs.
To throw, it's Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
First down, Kansas City.
They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the chief linemen might have moved. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
You can feel the anguish all the way up here. It certainly looked like he had that one in the end zone, open, unable to hold on to it.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Going to throw deep for the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Mecole Hardman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs have got it on cruise control. And, man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Once again, they run with Mixon. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
Tyrann Mathieu on the tackle.
Calling no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
Brings up 3rd and 13.
Now Joe Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
Yards. And a first down, Chiefs.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Defensively, Sam Hubbard, the former Buckeye, there to stop him.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
First down, Chiefs.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. He's at the 50. 30. Past the 20. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. So the turnover forced and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
A pickup of 2.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Another try for Mixon, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. Here's Mixon. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A good run that time. They couldn't close him down, and now 9 yards makes for a very different situation on 4th and goal. Maybe one final chance here to make this a bit more respectable as they'll go for it on 4th and goal. They'll run with Mixon, and this winds up a disaster. Nowhere near the marker. Mixon unable to find the goal line on 4th down. And this shutout is going to continue as the defense holds again. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. He'll find Lindsey here. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And 3 at the 15-yard line.
Check 91. 91 is the Mike. Mike 91. Stay with your man.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
Check curls, check curls, check curls. Check 91. 91 is
And they'll indeed take a knee. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
double tight, guys, double tight. 3 down, 3 down. Check 91. 91 is the mark.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Here's the Chiefs punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Bengals drive about to get going. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.